Hey, this is Jesse with Collins Properties here in Santa Cruz County, and today is our fourth video in our series about 1031 exchanges, and today is all about the reverse 1031 exchange. Now, this can come in handy in a number of scenarios. If you are an investor and you have a very specific property that you want to buy, and you don't think the 45-day window is going to be enough, this is the exchange that you need to use. So stay tuned because this video is going to give you a great overview on exactly what a reverse 1031 exchange is. A reverse 1031 exchange is typically going to be more expensive than a standard exchange because of the complexity of the deal. Title changes hands multiple times. That can trigger tax events. Also, another thing to keep in mind is the expense is going to increase with the more properties involved. You can expect an extra $400 to $600 per property involved in the exchange when doing a reverse exchange. Of course, this is going to vary by state. Some states are more expensive than others. Now, similar to a standard exchange, the first step in a reverse 1031 exchange is to hire a qualified intermediary. Now, that could be a title company, a real estate attorney, but they're going to draft up what is known as an exchange accommodator title holder agreement. Now, what an exchange accommodator title holder does is that they hold the property in trust for you, because legally an exchanger cannot hold title to an old relinquished property and the new replacement property at the same time. So this EAT will hold title to either the old property that you're relinquishing or the new property that you're replacing. Whether or not you park your old or your new property with the EAT is going to be determined by several factors. Number one example would be, has your lender already approved the loan on the new replacement property? If so, will they approve and close on that loan with the EAT on title? Another factor would be, does the state you're in charge a transfer tax on the conveyance of title? If so, do they recognize the role the EAT plays as an agent of the exchanger, thereby waiving that tax? Also, if you're parking the old property with the EAT and there is a loan on that property still, does the transfer title trigger a due on sale clause? All these questions you need to ask upfront with your lender before you decide which property to park with your EAT. If the decision is to park the old property with the EAT, then the title company is going to move forward with the warranty deed to transfer title from the exchanger to the EAT. Now, this deed is going to be recorded prior to the deed recorded for the replacement property. While the property is parked with the EAT, the exchanger is still responsible for all payments such as mortgage, operational expenses, taxes, etc. If the new property is going to be parked with the EAT, then the acquisition funds will be released once the old property sells. Keep in mind, improvements can be made during this time by the taxpayer. The old property must be sold within 180 days of closing on the new property. And keep in mind, if the old property is parked with the EAT first, that completes the identification step, and that is the only property that can be sold. Since the replacement property is being purchased first with the reverse exchange, oftentimes a bridge loan, an equity loan, primary loans are used. You need to talk with your lender and see what options are best for you, but all the other 1031 exchange rules apply, meaning it cannot be your primary residence. Reverse exchanges must be completed within 180 days of closing on that replacement property. Reverse exchanges can have several notable downsides. For example, in a tight credit market, it can be hard to secure the loan to get that property first, so having cash on hand can really be helpful in the process. Another downside is that if that reverse 1031 exchange fails, sometimes you can be left owning two properties. Also, they can be complex and they tend to be more expensive. So those are your drawbacks to doing a reverse 1031 exchange, but oftentimes in a very tight inventory market like we have here in Santa Cruz, a reverse 1031 exchange can be a way to find the property that you really like without having to worry about strict timelines. Thanks for watching the video today. I hope you learned something about reverse exchanges. This is Jesse with Collins Properties. If you need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact info is in the description below. Please show the like button some love if you found value in this video, and subscribe to find more information about real estate and real estate here in Santa Cruz County. And until next time, stay awesome.